to take your seat. Time to take your seat.
Hello, we're back again. Premier League preview.
Hi, all.
I'm joined by the gaffer, Andy and Reese, and I'm sure Danny will be making an appearance very shortly. Just before we talk about the Premier League, and there was a match last night as well. Just before we talk about that, Reese, big game today for Melton Town.
Yes, certainly is, mate. I've been following on Facebook for a while, all last season.
Yeah,
Melton Town, a very, very good local team. So I went up to my first game last week. Literally, I arrived just as they kicked off. I paid for my ticket to get in, and Long Buckby had literally scored in the second minute in. Now, Long Buckby at the top of the table with Melton Town sitting in second. And I thought, oh, God, I've just brought the bad luck here.
and I read the report, and there was shooting up the hill and into the wind, was it?
Yeah.
Buckby
We won the toss, I believe, before kickoff. We chose to go downhill and have the wind as an advantage.
Yeah.
Got to half time. It was 1-0 to Long Buckby, and then the second half came, and believe it or not, against the wind and uphill, we got the 2 goals and we got the 3 points. Now,
Brilliant.
I was speaking to someone that I'm going to the game with today, and they said that we've not played Shepshed before. I've not really looked into too much of their form, where they sit in their table, but I know we haven't played them before, so it should be an interesting game.
And it's an FA Vars game, so
it is an FA Vars game. I believe also Mr. Jack Underwood, he's at an FA Vars game today. He's doing a live for where he is locally down in Cornwall.
Yeah.
It's a big weekend for local teams.
Yeah. Okay, so Jack's ringing.
Is he calling us halfway through our live?
Yeah. Last night, Wolves played Palace, and for me, that was a game that I thought, Dave, turn your radio off, mate. Right. Yeah, all right. So last night, Wolves played Palace, and I thought Palace would do better than they did, to be fair, but Wolves came out 2-0 winners. Sorry?
Luckily for me.
Oh, yes, you've got them, yeah.
That came out with the win.
So moving on to today, the first game in half an hour's time, Sheffield United versus Man City.
There's only one way this game's going, isn't
Man
it?
City win it. Man City win.
I mean, Sheffield United had a really good showing against us last week. I watched the game, and you struggle to see why they're at the bottom. If they play like that again, they could cause Man City problems, but I can't see them getting a point. I genuinely can't. I think Man City is 3 points.
I watched Sheffield a few weeks back when they were playing Leeds, and they have got some good football within the side. But for me, with Man City losing out to them 3 points last week against West Ham away. I think they're only going to turn it around, and they've got to win by +3, +4 goals today.
Yeah, I'd completely agree.
Winning
I'd say
3-0
4-0
in the
City.
week.
You say
Winning
4-0
3-0 in the
City?
week to Marseille, and Sheffield haven't won a game since I think it was the 11th of July, where they had three wins in a row, with being Tottenham and two other ones. It was 3 in a row anyway. Last time they won was the 11th of July or something. So they'd have to pull out something massive to one, stop Man City bouncing back from their loss of points last week, and for two to get a decent kickstart in the league, what they need.
Yeah.
I think if Man City don't get 3 points today, they're going to be there's going to be a lot of questions asked, because teams above them they're not going to be dropping points forever.
No.
Do you think that Sheffield have improved since the start of the season?
They were good last week. I thought they were good. I think Liverpool deserve to win the game.
Yeah.
But I think if they play like they did last week against other bottom half teams, I do think they'll pick up points. Where at the start of the season, I couldn't see where a point was coming from.
So what you're saying, Dave, is if they continue to play the football they're playing, they will secure the 40
Yeah, I still think
and stay up.
Yeah, I mean, me and Mitch spoke heavily about it before the season started. We both said that we think that Sheffield United are going to struggle and potentially get relegated this year. But I think they will start picking up points. How many, I don't know. But I do believe they will be picking up points here and there in the next few weeks.
What's your score predictions?
I'm going 3-1 to Man City.
3-0 Man City.
I do think Sheffield might get I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of penalties this weekend with the weather. There's going to be people going to be sliding for miles. So I think Sheffield will get a goal. With it being a penalty, I don't know. But yeah, I think 2-1 City.
Nice.
Hoping for a draw, because again, talking about last man standing, a lot of people have got Man City.
One of your mates, that is, isn't it, Dave?
Carry on like that, it'll be an ex-mate. He's just jealous that I got a decent head of hair.
At 3:00, we've got Burnley versus Chelsea.
Now then, last week, Burnley played a very defensive game against Tottenham, and I do think Tottenham was lucky to get that goal that they got. Did you see it? Kane to Son off that fast header. I do believe Burnley deserved the point last week. So whether they play like that again today, I'm not sure. But again, Chelsea winning, was it, 3-4-0 in the week again or something in Champions League?
Chelsea's starting to play a lot more comfortably now as well.
100%. They've started to pick it up, play better.
I do think Chelsea will win, but again, Burnley they had a couple of chances, but Chris Wood's no good anymore. Well, he was never good in the first place, to be fair, but yeah.
I'm going to say Chelsea 2-0 for this one.
Yeah,
2-0.
I think, to be honest, Burnley are the perfect team for Chelsea to play, because if Chelsea score early, I think it'll be an absolute whitewash, because I can't see Chelsea's weakness is their defence, and I don't think Burnley are that attacking. I think Burnley are just going to defend. Chelsea score an early goal, it'll be a whitewash, but if it's 0-0 within 45 minutes,
have we got a lineup?
Honestly, I could see a draw.
Have we got a lineup?
No.
No, yeah. If Chelsea score early, it'll be a whitewash. But if it's 0-0 at half time, I can see it finishing 0-0. So
what are you saying then? Dave?
You know what?
He's stuck between 4-0 and 0-0.
I reckon I'm going for a 5-0 Chelsea.
He's just said, I think it could be 0-0. I'm going 5-0.
Awesome.
What did you say for that one, Andrew?
I've said 4-1.
Sweet.
Reece, you said 2, didn't you? 2-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'll go with Mick 2-0, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And the final Premier League game of the day, 5:30, it's Liverpool against West Ham United.
West Ham 3-0.
Big shout that. They've scored goals though. They have scored goals this season.
Tell you what, when they played us, it was embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean they put 3 past us. They put 3 past Tottenham. They put 4
Did you
past
see
Wolves.
that goal to get that draw last week? While we just spoke about Man City, did you see Antonio's bicycle kick?
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Mental.
Lanzini's goal at the end. Oh, that was something else too.
No, I'm going 1-1.
Mikel Antonio is not available for today's game.
Doesn't matter, mate.
Regardless, mate.
Yeah, 1-1 for me.
He always
2-2 for me.
I'm going to say
Well, we've
2-1
got-
Liverpool.
Rumours have it that Liverpool have got that young Reece Williams starting for us at the back. He's like literally our academy player. That's how bad it is.
That's because you've got no one else available.
No, we got no one. So
You'd be like Newcastle signing ex-bricklayers.
if Klopp's smart, he needs to go full on attack from the start, because I think it's going to be one of them where we'll concede loads, but as long as we score more than you, and I think that'll be Klopp's attitude.
Well,
today.
yeah, for me, you got to play free at the back, especially. I know you're playing West Ham, who like the counter attack. But yeah, if you play, who's your fit centre back at the minute? Is that Fabinho or I can't remember who it is. You've got one fit centre back, but you play in with Robertson and Trent. Just play free at the back, and then you should be well away. But for me, yeah, I'm sticking with 1-1.
I reckon it's going to be a high scorer. It's going to be because West Ham are going to know. They're going to know to attack.
So
and we have to attack. 4-3, but honestly, I'm not sure who to.
4-3. Do you really think West Ham are capable of scoring three goals at Anfield?
I didn't think Aston Villa was capable of scoring 7 goals by Liverpool, but it's a weird season.
I think with coronavirus, I feel like the at Anfield, the at Turf Moor, wherever it is kind of mooted now. It's irrelevant because no one's scared to play anywhere. It's actually favoured away teams.
Not just away teams, but lower teams. Bottom half teams are taking massive advantage of no fans against the bigger teams.
Well, to be honest, I mean, the only real advantage home teams have now is they can choose to water the pitch, make it a bit more wet. But obviously, with days like today, they can't do that. That's the only advantage they've got. Normally, it's just the home fans, isn't it? Honestly, I think Liverpool, I don't think we're in that much trouble. But if Klopp don't play it right, I think we could be.
So what's your prediction?
4-3 Liverpool. I've got to go Liverpool, innit?
Right, moving on to Sunday. Sundays are the new Saturdays. We've got 4 games on tomorrow. The first one, Aston Villa versus Southampton.
Looking forward to that, to be fair.
Southampton played well last week against Everton.
Yeah, they did.
Good season, you know. They look decent.
But Villa have also played all right. I'm going to say 2-2 for that one.
It's a weird one. I think teams like Southampton and Everton, Leicester City, and arguably, a couple of other teams, this season is their chance to get in Champions League. So they're going to proper go for it this year.
Are you mad? Are you saying Southampton have got a chance of getting in the Champions League?
What is that you're smoking?
No. This season, I think it's going to be a proper win. It's going to be bizarre, man. We've already seen it. We've already seen it this season. You know what I mean? We've seen it. If one team, Leicester won the league because they were consistent. Now, if another team can get a bit of consistency, I think we are going to see at least one surprising team in the top 4. I don't know who, but one surprising team.
Yeah, but you just said you need to be consistent. But for me, there's only one way down for Everton, and that's down. They're not going to keep their eyes. Look at last week. They're not consistent now. They just lost 2-0 to Southampton.
So far.
Sorry?
Who has been consistent this season?
Leicester City away from home.
I mean, honestly, this season, if I ask you 3, could you honestly and be very confident in picking the top 3 of the top 4, would you be able to do it?
Well, we'll have a look because we chose our predictions pre-season. And mine are looking pretty good, to be fair.
You put Liverpool first, not going to happen.
I put what? Liverpool 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think at least one.
What's the current position?
Second.
Eh?
Joint top. We're second.
So what are your predictions then for Villa, Southampton?
2-1 Villa for me.
Southampton 3-1.
3-2 Villa.
So 2 of us gone for Southampton. Oh no, I went for a draw. Yeah. 1 Southampton, 2 Villa, a draw. Talking about Everton, they're the next game on the list. They're away at Newcastle United.
Okay.
3-0 Everton.
Newcastle have done all right. They're not shit.
They're not shit, but they're not consistent, are they?
No,
I was speaking to my grandpa, who's a Newcastle fan. He says Steve Bruce is chopping and changing that side week in, week out. He is not comfortable with an 11 that he's got. He keeps switching it out, and this is why you see him win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game.
That St. Maximin can pull some stunts out though.
Yeah, going to be at Newcastle for that long.
I just believe in Everton this season. I think with the way that they've started, yes, I know they had lost last week, but that was inevitable that they were going to lose a game at some point. But this Everton team is not the side that I think will keep losing back to back. I think it was just a little bit of a pothole in the road for him, and they'll come out the other side. And I think this is a perfect fixture for them to come back again and beat Newcastle. I think they'll beat them comfortably.
Depends what Newcastle turn.
1-1 for me.
So where's this? Is this game at Goodison Park?
No.
St James's.
St James's.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
Yeah, I think I go with Mitch 1-0.
Sweet. The big one. We're running a competition on this on the page. Man United versus Arsenal.
It ain't as big as it used to be, and these are 2 inconsistent sides, isn't it?
Yeah. The mid-table clubs, isn't it?
Do you know
This
what?
could be. I'm just going to
mid-table
put.
clubs.
Do you know what? Looking at this game, Man United are evens 1-1 to win, and Arsenal are 5-2 for the away win.
But
Man United have a game in hand, win their game in hand, and they're 3 points off the top of the table. And you're talking about mid-table club now. And Arsenal are fucking Arsenal. Arsenal are going to win the league, Dave. Arsenal are going to win the league this season. He's froze. He's froze. What?
What did you say?
United, they've got a game in hand. Win their game in hand. They're 3 points off top of the table, and Arsenal are going to win the league. And you're talking about mid-table clubs. Forget him. I'm saying Arsenal. I don't know actually, because United are scoring goals now.
I think
Back United pen every game.
Yeah. I'm going to say 3-2 United.
we're going to struggle with the pace. If Arteta smart, he will score. Smack it at Bami and Pepe. I don't think, honestly, Man United don't think it's
Didn't get a word of that.
I think 1-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
0-0.
0-0.
Just don't have confidence in either of them. You saw it in the Leicester Arsenal game last week. If you just defend against him and get them frustrated, they get knackered. But Man United, like Reece said, penalty for them to score.
Yeah.
They don't look confident. I just don't. This would be. If this fixture was like I say, 6 years ago, I'd be all over this as like a really close 4-3, 3-3 or something like that. But I just don't believe in either of the sides at the minute. There's something not right with both of them.
Well, they're not.
Is Dave all right?
It's finishing off
Doing
whatever you're making, mate.
Mannequin challenge, innit? Who's ringing?
It's Jack again. So the last game of the day, for me, is quite interesting, although it will be a boring game. It's Tottenham versus Brighton.
Who did they lose to in the week?
Royal Antwerp.
I mean, if you look at, it's one of them again, isn't it? If you looked at this fixture about 3 years ago, you said it'd been a whitewash Tottenham Hotspur, but Brighton will just attack on you, and Tottenham like passing the ball around, and it's dangerous tactics to play when you've got a team that will just press and press and press on you.
Yeah.
Goals definitely in it. And
it's like I said though, the amount of defensive play Burnley played last week, and for Tottenham to get that win was a lucky goal like that, like literally rebounded header, and now they've struggled in the week again. To be honest, I can't see Tottenham winning.
I can just see. I only do it because obviously they've got better players, and I literally edge it at a 3-2, but. It's one of these ones that I could probably just give up and say that, like, I'm not going to get this one right. It's because, like I say, if Brighton just attack, Tottenham ain't going to be able to get that ball out the defenders.
And Brighton have got some players that can really do damage on the day. They got that Lamptey, that young lad. They've got Trossard. That Trossard hit the post against United. I know it was weeks and weeks ago, but didn't he hit the post like 4 times or something?
Yeah.
So they've got the quality there. They just need a bit more. They just need to get a few results behind them to start believing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to say 3-1 Tottenham for this one.
One.
I haven't got a clue what Dave's doing. But is he here?
Sorry, I'm dealing with work as well. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
I'm multitasking. Tottenham Burnley. Oh, sorry, who's the fixture? Sorry.
Tottenham Brighton.
Yeah.
Oh, Tottenham all day long.
After that, I was just saying, Dave, I don't know if you're frozen out or anything, but I was just saying last week, I know we just spoke about Burnley a minute ago, but last week, Burnley's defensive play, and it took a lucky header for Tottenham to win that, and then losing in the week to Royal Antwerp, not even scoring.
I agree. I mean, Mourinho came out and he says he now knows his best 11. I think Tottenham's best 11 is a decent side. It's what happens when he needs to change it around, because other than that best 11, unless Bale starts performing and Dele Alli starts performing, I can't see any person on the Tottenham bench that can change a game. It's like Tottenham don't have a plan B. If the plan A doesn't work, they're screwed.
Yeah.
And Liverpool
This has been quite true. This has been quite true of Jose Mourinho, though. When he went back to Chelsea, then he went to Man United. He never had a plan B. And
he's constantly bringing Lamella on around the 70th minute.
Yeah.
And he's picking the ball up, and he's either looking for the 1-2 or he's just trying to cross it in every time. It's just like he's literally shoving him on to get the ball in the box, and that he doesn't really care how the goal comes. He just wants it. There's no.
We spoke about that Saint Maximilian player for Newcastle. He would be great at Tottenham, and I think he's a type of player that Tottenham need, because he's someone who can make a difference, someone you can change the game around.
Yeah,
and I think Tottenham really lack that at the moment.
Now that they've just re-signed Bale, do you really want someone like Maximan on the other side?
I think Bale was a risk, to be honest. Is he the same player? I think he's going to have some good games. The only time will tell what an impact Bale will make. But if he doesn't make an impact, and Dele Alli doesn't start getting back to his old form, because he is a good player, then I think Tottenham are going to struggle. They really are.
You know what I think, Tottenham? I think they're going to look at getting, Grealish or something like that.
Grealish would be a good fit for Tottenham as well,
It would.
But will Tottenham be able to buy someone like Grealish or, a player of that caliber? Because he ain't going to come cheap.
That's another debate, though, isn't it? How much is Grealish worth?
Tottenham have got money, mate.
Yeah. They're known for having money.
But do they spend it?
Do they spend it? They've
No.
just moved into that stadium, which is costing them how much? 600 million or something? That's per
Yeah,
year.
they've only paid for about a third of that.
It's still costing them money, mate. Like,
How much have they just
The
spent on-
NFL own most of that.
How much was the Bale deal?
They just needed to take his wages.
Yeah, it's just the wages. I don't know how much roughly it is. I can't
It's
imagine. It's
18. No, it's 18 million for a season-long loan. So that's just his wages.
Mad. I've just read a report that Barcelona are in real trouble because apparently Messi's on nearly $1 million a week, and they're in danger.
Yeah.
They are in real danger of going bankrupt.
I spoke about this on a previous show. Barcelona, right? So the president of Barcelona Football Club is actually like the mayor of the city. So all of Barcelona's money, like taxpayers, comes from the taxpayers of that city. Now, if Barcelona are a skint football club, does that mean the city's skint as well? Like, this pandemic has really shot them in the arm.
It was a massive tourist destination. Like, loads of people went to Barcelona for holidays. So
yeah, and they're not going.
Like you say, now to lock down on COVID or whatever, and there's no tourists around. Yeah, if that is the case, then yeah, they're going to be massively stumped.
yeah,
That's what it is. That it's like the president's actually left. So he's not only just as he left Barcelona Football Club, he's actually leaving his seat in Catalonia as well. And in this is what it is. They are owned by the taxpayers of Barcelona, and that's where their money. Obviously, they generate their own money as well. Because how many years did Barcelona not have a shirt sponsor? Now all of a sudden they've got one because they needed to generate other money.
For a large period of time, obviously a charitable organisation, but they weren't bringing any money in from that.
No, they've just been found out, and they're world famous boarding school where Messi and all that have come from. It's not producing the players as fast as they used to be. They're just at a crossroads at the minute, but I'm sure they'll find a way of getting out of it. You just wait. If someone comes in from like, I don't know, Dubai or something like that, they'll snap that club up in a heartbeat and have to change the whole dynamic of the football club.
That's a scary thought, isn't it? Imagine our Man City with Barcelona.
Yeah, mad.
Sheikh Mansour's cousin's looking at buying Derby.
Yeah,
That'll get thrown out.
It's a weird one with these owners because, all right, you understand if like owners, like these billionaire owners buy a team like Man United or your Liverpool or your big English clubs, but they're not the buy. Man City was a nobody. Derby County, no disrespect, but compared to loads of other teams, they're not that big of a club. It's weird that they're
not anymore.
Smaller clubs.
But this is it. Do you know what? Is it best to come in as an owner and build something with a small club than rather take over a big club that's already successful? Now, how much for your legacy would that do if you can get Derby from where they are to winning the Premier League titles and getting them into Europe? You as a businessman, that will do you wonders in the bank account.
Yeah, but it'd also do even bigger wonders because let's be honest, it's financial. You take over a big club like Manchester United, you're already raking all money back anyway.
Yeah, but you've also got to inherit Man United's massive growing debt as well, haven't you? Which is, what is it, nearly $500 million now?
Yeah, it's financial out the window. Lower $1 billion, and then you're talking out $400,000 a week on wages for new players.
Moving on anyway. There's 2 games on Monday. First one.
Dave ain't done his prediction for Tottenham, Brighton.
Oh. Yeah, I did.
What?
Tottenham.
Yeah, what?
Score.
4-0.
4-0. Bloody hell.
We've got a 5-0, a 4-1, and a 4-0.
And a 4.
Dave's got some bets going on with somebody here, innit? He's got like a scorecast going.
Put like over 5.5 goals in all your games. I'd love to see the return.
Yeah.
Dave, you've literally got the highest amount of goals out of all these fixtures at the minute.
course he has.
You don't also take into account the weather. With being so rainy, pissing wet through.
There's a
Normally,
chance for it.
actually, not very many goals.
Dave, can I just clear something up? This isn't FIFA. This is real life football.
Yeah,
Right.
and
I'm going to follow Mick.
you watch this weekend, it won't be very much high scoring games.
Right, I'm gonna
But
follow
with
Mick.
the weather, it can go one or two ways. You can get a lot of goals in poor weather conditions. Because the
If Mick
grass.
doesn't activate, you know, when you push that button and get like the voice button. So I don't Mick activate, I'll push the voice button and it'll come back as wait until after the weekend and see who's not. That's what he said every time. And it's nothing. I genuinely think it's a hard for weekend.
I can't even understand you, Dave.
No, I haven't got a clue what you're saying, mate.
It's all cracking and then quiet.
Sorry. I'm going to go now anyway because I've got no, but yeah.
Oh,
And Dave,
throw out
cheers,
your
mate. There's
Fulham-
2 games left. Leeds,
Yeah,
Leicester,
Fulham-
West Brom, Fulham.
Again.
What?
Bad signal.
Fulham, West Brom.
Draw.
score draw.
5-5.
0-0.
Getting his average down now.
Yeah.
What do you reckon for Leeds, Leicester? Leeds, Leicester.
Oh. 2-0.
2-0. All right.
Sweet.
So moving back to
Night.
Salman.
Yeah, boy.
Cheers, lads.
Nice one.
Right.
And here's our boring fixture of the week, innit? Fulham, West Brom.
And it really is boring. It probably will be a draw. I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah. I've gone 1-1 because, do you know, I've said for the last 4 weeks now, it's like, where are Fulham going to get their point from? And I saw this one, I was like, this is the one where they're going to get the point.
Where it's coming.
Yeah. If they don't, they're not getting any points all season.
No, I actually think they're going to pull off a win. So just a 1-0 for me, Fulham.
1-0 for Fulham. All right. How long did Fulham stay with Scott Parker?
They signed
If it
him at the
doesn't-
end of the... Oh, how long do they keep him for now?
Yeah. I mean, if they don't get this win,
Christmas? Maybe Christmas? I don't know, because he brought them back up straight away. Maybe they stick with him again. I don't know. I don't know.
it's a hard one, isn't it? Big fixture. Yeah, boy.
It's our favourite one of the week. We're doing a live. We're going to do a special on it as well.
What with Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. All over that.
Leeds v Leicester. I personally think that Leicester will win comfortably. I want to say 3-1.
Bastard, took my score.
Is that what you've got, Leicester, to win?
Yeah, Leicester.
Do you know what? Like, it's one of them ones I hate. I'm always going to back my team, but it's probably one of the games that I'm going into at these fixtures quite nervous because of the way that we like to play out from the back and the way how high press of a game that Leeds play, and they do not let you pass that ball around because they found Liverpool out trying to pass the ball around, didn't they?
You can just knock it over the top. Like, they want to play like that. What I think is going to happen is the opposite of that, and I think Bielsa, because I think Bielsa is tactically very good, and I think Leeds will sit back for this one. Lewis says they won't. They'll attack. They've attacked every single game, but tactically that is not the right thing to do against Leicester. West Ham sat deep. They sat deep, and they countered, and they scored 3 times, and they made us look like kids. Bielsa will sit back. I really think he will.
Due to Sionchu.
Hey, Castagne's injured, isn't he?
Castagne's out now till November, is it?
Yeah. Well, that's only next week. We're just so badly injury hit at the minute.
Is Vardy declared fit for full game fitness?
I'm not sure on full game fitness, but we proved against Arsenal we have got a plan B, even though that would normally be our plan A. Could we see another one where we're?
What one's Dave? Jake. Dave left the live about 5 minutes ago. What one's Dave? So yeah.
Could we just sit back and take the onslaught? Do you reckon? Let them tire themselves out, like we did with Arsenal.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure we could. Not without Castagna now. But Fofana is brilliant.
There has to be a goal before the 15th, 20th minute for me, for Leicester. If we don't score before the 20th, I don't know. It might just be a ball draw or just like a 1-1, but I think we need that goal before the 20th. Then we can go on to score 2 or 3, and then at some point they will get a goal because of how positioned they will be.
They've just got so many danger men there, haven't they? Really, they like. I watched a program on the Leicester fan TV last night, and they had a Leeds fan, and they do attack as a complete unit, and it's scary sometimes. To be honest, this is why they're so good, because they're playing the way that they did last season, and established Premier League sides just do not know how to deal with this Championship style football.
But without Castagna, what do you reckon our options are?
Depends if Ricky's fit. Supposedly he's in question for this game. So,
I mean,
obviously Castagna's playing out there, then Ricky can go in. Obviously James Justin's still going to be starting, isn't it?
If my memory is correct, I believe I think have we even played Albrighton at right back before, and then moved James Justin to the left. He came
we play him we play him in the wing back role, don't we?
So play just James on the left, and then maybe even Albrighton down to right back. But
this is what I hate when we play Albrighton, right? Because what Albrighton known? He's known for pinging in crosses, right?
It's one of the best crosses of the game for me.
Yeah, but we have nobody in that attack who can get on the end of it. Really, it's wasted. Like, Slim was the only one, but we saw him the other week. He looked disinterested as anything.
Yeah.
It's.
Mitch,
I don't know.
Mitch, your mouth's moving, but there's no sound.
Can you not hear me?
Oh, you're here now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Muted his microphone.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was saying. Them balls through for Slim the other night. They were when he played for us. They were shocking. But the other night, Albrighton, he was shit. I think he weren't good the other night.
So if you're ruling out Albrighton to come back as a wing back, then what's your options for you? You
can't play Albrighton as a wing back because we haven't got 3 fully fit centre backs. I'm
just saying we have played him as a wing back.
Yeah, that's when we've had 3 fully fit centre backs, and you've got your 3 centre backs, your 2 wing backs. Because then he's not predominantly playing out right back.
This really all comes down to who's fit for Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second.
That's how I say, because at the minute it's so up in the air who's fit and who's not.
Thomas can play left back.
Can he do a 90 minutes? Young lad in here. I mean, I'll back him. I think he's a local lad as well. And that, I think, but has he got 90 minutes in him?
Well, Ricky certainly hasn't. So maybe they could do half-half.
Okay, so can you still hear me?
Yeah.
So just looking at Flash Score, will not play Amati, Castagna, Ndidi, Ricardo, and Sionchu. Evans is questionable.
Oh,
right.
Mate.
So that answers it then. We're probably going to have to put a kid out and play Thomas.
Put a few kids out.
And we'll still have like Barnes on the bench. All right, but that's our Premier League preview. Other shows we've got on today. Jack's going live with his FA Vars match down in Falmouth. And then we've got the horror show at 9 p.m. Anything else going on today?
Is that a drunk one?
What, the horror show? They'll be drinking.
I haven't got a clue what's going on in that show, to be fair. But what time is it? It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a horror show, mate. You don't need to know what's going on. It's going to be a horror fest.
Oh, is it your show?
No, it was an idea shared between admins, but obviously it works well with a late night show, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's normally Lewis's late night, isn't it? But he's normally on the piss as well. So
I'm not sure I'm going to make that one. I need to work out what I'm doing today, to be fair. Boxing's on, isn't it? So I don't know. I might just watch boxing. I'm sure. I had date night last night. I changed date night because of the lives in that. But then I'm going out today as well. So
on the piss.
I'm going out for a meal. So I don't know, mate.
Cheeky meal and a bottle of wine.
I'm hungover now, so. But I've got another bottle of that Apple JD in the fridge.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well nice. Drink it with lemonade. Oh, it's banging. Right, anyway, thanks for coming on, boys. Have a good day. Get yourself down, Melton Reese.